Hey fellas, how's it going? Hey, I think I'm streaming on Facebook now too. Should we check and see? So it used to be that Restream.io made you pay. Yeah, look at that. I am. Hey, somebody's watching. Oh, we're going to like that video. Start a watch party. Hey, hey, hey. What does that do? Now there's two people because it's me. Watch party, huh? I don't know. I don't know what happens. Never done Facebook Live before, but there it is. Live on Facebook. How's it going, Greg? Hey, Scooby Man. What's up? Keep thinking that Will Hutchinson is an odd name, but realize you're a moderator. Oh, Spanner. Oh, Will Hutchinson? Is that like from a movie or something? Facebook. Now Russians can attend too. Yeah. They're gonna try and influence the sticker giveaway. All right. So that's cool. We'll see what happens. I don't know what do I do if I start a watch party? Watch this video with your friends. I don't know. There's not a way to look at that. Oh, Ryan Dahl likes my video. All right, cool. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to be able to know. I should get something in the chat, but I don't know for sure what will happen. If I just post, I don't know. I'm a little afraid. All right, we're going to stop that for now. But anyways, Restream.io used to make you pay to stream to Facebook. And then they just decided not to, I guess. Probably because nobody was paying them. How's it going, everybody? Topic today, Bobby, what do you want? What do you want? Not sure if more people have this problem, but YouTube does not allow me to watch on YouTube. What? Really? YouTube won't let you watch the stream, Frank? That's horrible. That's a sin. It's your personal page, not on the DrZzs fan page. Is that what it is? I probably should have changed that. Just got your Wyze cam and it's working super duper. That's fantastic, Simon. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Mine have been working great too. They're still going strong. This is one of them, and this is the other one. So pretty good. AI Thinker 32 camera. I haven't done that one yet, Father Time, but what I have done, I do have two of the ESP32 cameras working, and this is one of them. This is the doorbell outside my office, and it works. If I, well, you want an example? I'll go out there and ring the doorbell. Let's see what happens.
Ding dong. Someone is at the office door.
And then I could show you. Let's see if I can show you. Oh, I won't be able to show you the feed. But anyways, it shows up on my phone with the picture, with the live feed there, and it gives me my actionable notification buttons. That's an awesome picture. It gives me my actionable notification buttons, and I can turn the lights on or do whatever. Turn the I can lock the door. That's the biggest one. I can either lock it or unlock it. Can we bake a cake? Sure. I don't know. How? Hey, Dino Tech, how's it going, man? Well, you want to bake a cake, Bobby? You want me to go down to the kitchen and we can make it a baking show? I could try. It's not going to be very good. ESP Home Carrier Duty Cycle. What's that mean? Carrier Duty Cycle. 81 out of 5,000. This video is limited. Log in with Google Apps account and try again. No way. Really? Huh. I wonder what's up with that, Frank. Maybe that's a couldn't be a, just look up Facebook page. Since we're not friends, I don't have the live stream or the post. Can you set this one video to public next time? I think I can set it to public right now. Let's just do it. I think I can do that because it gave me that option. Oops. It should do that every time. What I should probably do is make it a different, I don't care if it's not like I have a lot of friends. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, they had a baby. Me. So there's a few others watching. All right, let's. Oh, no, there's one person watching. That's me. So if I click on
What I
this,
should probably do is make
share, share now, public. This has been shared to your timeline. Okay, there you go. So now it should be there. We'll see. Not of your sensors updating unless you really none of your sensors are updating unless you reboot. That's crazy. What's up, Bobby? How could your sensors not be updating unless you reboot? I don't know. I don't have a ton of ideas on that. The first thing I would look at is your hard drive. Make sure you're not like full. Maybe it's not storing new sensor data because it can't. But I think if you did that, it would probably have a hard time restarting too. So I don't know for sure. Nope, set it to public in the top left icon. Oh, I didn't do it right again. Big surprise. This one?
I don't have a ton of ideas on that. The first thing I would look.
It's actually a decent stream, isn't it? I think I made it live, didn't I? On the upper right of the post. Here? It says public now. Anyone on or off Facebook? I did it. It's working. Don't you think? Go to Facebook and try it out. All right, back to this. Has.io, huh? Not good. It changed from sharing to friends to public. Yes, it's live. Okay. This is the problem with the delay, right? So I'm using the Restream chat today, thinking maybe there'd be Facebook people too, and so I can get Twitch chat as well. So there's going to probably come a time in the next little bit where the chat freezes. The Restream chat's probably going to freeze. It just always does. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Install Has.io 3 times. Bobby, what is up, dude? So that's not good. I don't understand. I don't know. Why would your sensors not be updating? That's really crazy. Showing as a globe, so it's public. Okay, good. All right, so what are we looking at here? Marlon, an RTSP stream on your Wyze campaign still goes off after an hour. I've already written to support, but they cannot help me. Man, that is crazy. Mine doesn't. I mean, I've had them go off a couple times, but yeah, it's live right now. You can see the pixels changing and stuff. You can look at this one and see probably the wind blowing the bushes or whatever. But yeah, there's a truck just drove by. So I don't know, man. I don't know why that would be happening. Hello from Brooklyn. We've been watching Newsies this week. My Zach, the blonde of the big monsters in our house, he was in Newsies at the junior high play, and he was one of the guys who beats up the Newsies. You know, the Delaney or Delancey brothers, something like that. It was fun. So anyways, I got Brooklyn on the mind. Do I have RTSP on the ESP32 cam? No, Gad, unfortunately. And I that's something we need to work on. Streamlabs notifications is off. Really? I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix that. How do I fix that, Costner? Do you know? Does that mean you're not getting a notification? I don't know. Have only JPEG stream, not sure why. From the ESP32 cameras? Yeah, I don't think they're, well, what are you using? Are you using ESP Home? On ESP Home, I haven't found a way to get a feed that you can just look at in a browser or someplace else. It's only in, you fixed it. Oh, good, Frank. YouTube let you back in. What happened? Did I ban you or something? Bad power supply. Okay, good. So maybe that's it. Nate's got a possible solution for you there, Marlon. Blocked by safe browsing in AdGuard. Not family friendly. I'm not family friendly? I'm not family friendly? I don't even swear. I'm not even PG-13. I'm like PG. So you can't record, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And that's something we got to fix. We got to figure out what to do about that. I haven't figured it out yet. So I've got these, like here, you've got this one looking up my nose. This is my next ESP32 doorbell. This beautiful little pink guy. I like this one a lot because it's got the PIR sensor and it's got a nice fisheye lens on it. That's this guy here. So you guys can see yourselves. Oops, upside down. There you go. Yeah, but I want to be able to record, right? It doesn't do you as much good if you can't record. And so I'm sure there's a way, and probably somebody out there knows it. Maybe somebody can tell me about it today. But so far I have not been able to get it into Motion Eye. Somebody was telling me that they got it working. Who was it telling me? Somebody was telling me they got it working. And they had to, what they did was they ended up putting a URL into Motion Eye with the API password for Home Assistant as the proxy camera one, which we sort of kind of did when the first time I hooked up one of these ESP32 cameras. We kind of did that. You use that URL that it gives you in the states page for the camera, but the URL that it gives you in the states page, I'm not going to do it because it gives you an API, it gives you a key, right? But anyways, that key doesn't last, so it goes on for how much for your truck? Been waiting for a Ranger for a while. You know how many people want to buy that truck? Everybody wants that truck, including me. I love that truck. That truck is my favorite car ever that I've ever owned. It's only got 120,000 miles on it, and I'm going to drive it until it dies, and then I'm going to convert it to electric. Hey, Ben from Ohio, how's it going? I think I paid $7,000 for that truck a few years back. Love it. It's a beautiful truck. Are you planning on doing the ESP32 video doorbell with two-way audio? No, Nuno, I don't. So some of these do have audio on them. So I'm going to use the audio, but it will only be one way, because you'd have one-way audio, right, where they could talk to you. You could hear them. But then you've got to have a speaker and audio output. And there's probably a way to do that with an ESP32, but I don't think any of these boards have the right components to make audio output. I could be wrong. Amcrest is killing you. No updates on CVI analog. Oh no, I don't know what that means. CVI is the really small, the resolution, right? Really low resolution. I love my Amcrest. I'm sorry, Eli. You have that exact van, Gad? This is a beast. That's what happens when you have 6 kids. Can you get two-way audio from the Wyze cam on Motion Eye? That's a good question. I don't think there's anything out there making noise. Trying to remember. Let's look at the settings. We can look at the settings in Motion Eye and see if there's anything about audio. I don't remember seeing anything about audio. There I am. Let's see.
Hi from Hungary.
Oh, hi. Hey, thanks. Hey, Tibor, thank you. Thank you very much from Hungary. All right. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be anything. Does anybody that uses Motion Eye know about getting audio? I don't know if there's an audio still image, optimization, authentication. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, so I would have to defer to people who might. It's the Neos, but with firmware flash to Wyze. Oh, Steven, so I want to know if that's possible. So that's possible. You can take one of those Neos cameras and you can put the Wyze, the official Wyze firmware on there. Have you done that? So as far as the ESP32 cameras getting hot, so far it doesn't do audio. Sorry, forgot. Okay, bummer. Motion Eye is MJPEG based, so MJPEG is no audio. Okay. Well, there you go. That answers that. You guys just keep looking at my beautiful truck. He must visit us. Doc made so much friends in Europe. I must visit you. You are so right. You are so right. We need to plan a trip. It just takes I wish I could plan a trip and go soon, but like to plan a trip, it's going to be like a year if I'm lucky. But maybe we should. I have to talk to the missus about doing that sometime. Where do you host your Home Assistant? I host my Home Assistant on a little mini PC, little mini i3 Intel NUC. That's where mine is. Motion Eye audio project. Ooh, Will's got a Motion Eye audio project for us to check out. Motion Eye sound support by integrated merging audio recorder. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, there are no plans to add audio support to Motion Eye anytime soon. You mentioned the existence of a program similar to Motion, but dealing with audio. Can you provide the link to it? Oh, okay. This looks like a dead project. Okay. Still have no plans to add audio support to Motion Eye. More critical tasks. So maybe that's, I guess, something like, maybe something like Blue Iris instead, if audio is important to your thing. I'm not sure. I like ESP Home, of course, and I like using ESP Home on these cameras so far, but I'm not sure that it's got everything we need at this point. I think there may be some time or maybe some other options to try, but I don't know them all. I know that the stock firmware that these have come with, the sort of example stock firmware that these have come with, has been nice, but it hasn't been super stable, and I don't think, I don't think it's better than ESP Home right now, but I definitely want to try some other things too as time goes on. But for now, I'm just going to keep on making doorbells with ESP Home. I'll probably have 4 of them in the next week or 2. Do I prefer Wi-Fi or wired sensors? If you can wire stuff, I think wire stuff is going to be more reliable to you all the time. So I would wire as much stuff as you can. What state am I in? New to the channel. Hey, Eli. I'm in Utah. I am in Utah. This is an actual picture I took of my backyard a long time ago. Not recently. This was years ago. But yeah, that's my actual picture. Actual picture from the backyard. Oh, what do we got here? Whiskers. Yeah, that's about right, Whiskers. That's about right. Wired all the way if possible. Yeah, for sure. Is it me or is the voice out of sync? Uh-oh. Is the voice out of sync? Gosh, I don't know what I can do about that if it is. Don't know if this is off topic. Anything's off topic, dude. It's all good. Whatever. Huh? Oh, I should have done this for Tibor. Should we do something for Tibor? Because he did that. Yeah, we'll do it in a minute. But how do one get more than one iPhone reporting its status via the iOS app? So whenever you set up the app on the phone, it sets up a new sensor in Home Assistant. I haven't played with my wife's phone in a while, so I'm not 100% sure. But I think it should just give you the sensor information. It should give you a different device tracker, and it should give you all the sensor information based on whatever you name it. When you go into the Home Assistant app and you set the settings, let's see, does it ask you to put in a name for the phone? I'm pretty sure it does. A device ID. So you put in a unique device ID in the settings page on the app, and then that's going to get you a different device. If you put the same device ID, then it will probably be confusing and might blend or mix up the information that it's getting from the device. But you put a unique device ID, that should do it. 3 iPhones and just one worked. That's a bummer, Nicholas. That's a bummer. Anybody else have that trouble? I don't think I did. She doesn't want you looking at her messages. Yeah, she does. No, I'm not just kidding. She doesn't want it. There are a lot of so Jenny, any old computer, any old oops, sorry. I said the C word.
What do you want to enable?
None, thank you.
I have a few skills that can help.
No.
Do you mean no thanks?
No thanks.
Okay, how about be thankful for little things?
No. Now I'm having a conversation with Alexa.
I also found thankful daily.
Oh,
you
gosh.
Want one?
Never mind. Does she know what that means?
All right.
Okay, good. Shoo, she stopped. Hey, how's it going, Giuseppe? Made the live stream. Hey, Dale. Had to delete the secret iOS file in the Pink folder once. Okay, maybe. Man, it's been so long. Gotta hydrate. It's been so long since I had to mess with it. I don't know. Simple solution to iPhone problems: use Android. That is Alexa. Yeah, Ash, that's Alexa. I said the C word because I have my wake word as computer, and she hears me. She's good. She's good. She won't take no for an answer. Yeah, no kidding. That's crazy. So I was filming today. I was doing a little filming on the these ESP32 doorbell things. I think it's good. I think they're good. I think my kids really like it. I made it a touch sensor on that first one. This one I'm going to have to do something a little funny with because it's got these buttons, which is nice. One of them's a reset button, and the other one is an open button that you can just kind of do whatever you want with. So I wanted to make that the button that would trigger it as a doorbell, but I'm afraid it's a little hard to press. So I think it might need to be somehow changed. So shut up. Does she respond to shut up? Probably. Do I have any cases built? Did you get how do you get the button to work? So the cases, let's see, I probably have, let me see if I have a picture I can show you. I think I posted a picture somewhere. Let's see. I think I can show you a picture of the one that's out there. Yeah, that's a decent picture. All right, let's do this. We'll turn this on. Hey, power. I should keep this thing in my, pin this to my, whatever too. Okay. Well, that's cool. So that's what it looks like right now. So this is kind of fun. So what I did here was, it's obviously plugged in and it's taped. So you do need power. You can run these on batteries. I don't know for how long. I've got some batteries, and so I'm going to plug them into batteries and see how long I can get them to last. Anyway, so what I've got here, a couple things. This is, the case is black. What this is just a ground wire that I took out of some Romex, and I just coiled it up real tight, and then I soldered one end of a wire to that, and then the other end of the wire to one of the available GPIO pins, and made that the touch sensor. So it's not really a button even, it's just a touch sensor. It's a capacitive touch sensor. So you touch it and, it changes the voltage or something. And then and then that's what triggers. And so that's how you trigger the doorbell, and it works. It actually works really well. And then this, I just clipped on a fisheye lens that I had. I found it in a drawer. So I clipped on a fisheye lens to get a little bit better picture, but this is it. I made this little case, just 3D designed that little case, but that's what it looks like right now. And I just kind of stuck it in right next to the door out there. So, and then I found online, some other cases like this one for the one that Jenny had. This one had a case on Thingiverse, has actually several cases on Thingiverse. So I got a case for that one. And then I can't remember, there was another one that there was a couple, Thingiverse had a few cases already available. So I just used one of those. Boom, and then it's gone. That's okay. We're going to leave this in there. We're going to pin that to the desktop because I use that a lot. I looked to see, somebody said, hey, you should try and get the watermark off of that mirroring software you use. And so I looked at it. It's like $75. So I hope you don't mind. That's going to stay there. Good thinking, simple solution. Simple is the best, right? Simple is the best. Although somebody was saying, I showed him that picture with the coiled wire, and they're like, I don't think if I saw that at somebody's house, I don't think I would touch it because I'd be afraid it was going to shock me. So can't blame you there. Solder on your own button with fly leads to terminals of the reset button. Yeah, so this on this one is the reset button, and this one over here is an open button. So I could just use the open button, but I have to figure out, how I want to position a button, or do I just want to do the same thing I did over there and do the touch sensor? I really like the touch sensor idea. I mean, you could just put, you could just kind of, I was thinking about doing this too. You just glue the wires, but you'd have to make sure that the glue doesn't cover them, but just do something so that, you just fray a wire and just stick it to the front there. Put a little piece of tinfoil or copper, copper tape or something fun like that and just touch that. I really like it. Paint the wire black with a dot in the center. Everyone will touch it. Are there, there's other GPIOs available? Are there, Jenny? Well, I'm sure there are. Yeah, actually there are. On the back here, you know how I know? Because this board is awesome and they label them for you. So we can actually, let's turn on this camera so we can see it. So right here, it's got this connector, and this connector is supposed to go to the battery. If you wanted to plug in a battery, I'm pretty sure that's what this does. So there's 5 volts, ground, 3 volts, and then you've got GPIO 21 and 22. Oops, upside down. That's probably easier. There you go. GPIO 21 and 22. So, and that's pretty accessible right there. That's pretty easy. Just solder right onto that. And even though that goes to that, battery management chip, if you're not going to plug in there and use the battery chip, then you just use one of those as a, let's see, 21 and 22. You know what we have to do next is we have to look and see if 21 and 22 are actually ones you can use as a touch sensor. Crap, they're not. Dang it. That sucks. So this is the ESP Home. I was looking at this a little bit ago. So this is the touchpad. This is how you use the capacitive touch capability on the ESP32s. And these are the pins that are available to use as touch sensors. And curses, unfortunately, 21 and 22 are not on that list. Dagnabbit. Bummer. Well, I guess you could go, is 34 on that list? Nope, 34 is not on that list either. Son of a gun. Well, 0 is on that list, but I'd hate to reset it. The rest of these pins are pretty small. Darn it. Well, it potentially would be then something like this board. Oops. Sorry, guys. One of these, maybe this is the AI Thinker board. This one has all these GPIO pins sticking out for your use. So that's, dang, that's a bummer. It's too bad. I have to poke around this board a little more and see if maybe there's another place where we could tie into something, but I was really excited. That's what I did on the one that I have out there. The one that I have out there has so that's the one that I have working right now is the 5 stack, the M5 stack board, and it's bare conductive paint. Oh, that would be cool. Squirreled, totally. But anyways, the M5 stack camera has GPIO 12 and 13 available, so we can use those as capacitive touch. Will, yes, I sure do have it working. You missed it at the beginning. Yeah, man, sure do. In fact, I did a little demo. Is it time for another demo? Should we do another doorbell demo? I'm going to do another doorbell demo. So this is my M5 stack ESP32 camera doorbell in action. Roll it.
Ding dong. Someone is at the office door.
There it is. Did you hear it too? And then if we wanted, I can show you. I don't know how well it probably won't show the feed because I have to use the Wi-Fi connection, but we'll try it here. Let's try and show you what shows up on the phone. So I get, stupid thing, get out of my face. So this is what I get on the phone. Who wants access to the keep? And then it actually shows a picture of me, a little mini picture. And if I hold it, it's probably not going to be able to show it does show the camera feed. So that's the current camera feed right now. Yeah, there's a criminal at your door. And then I can lock my office. Unlock. I can lock it or unlock it, or I can do the lights. I can do whatever. I actually set that up to toggle. This is from when it went off earlier. I set it up to toggle so I can toggle the lock on or off, or I can do a text-to-speech message. These are all the same things. I can do this office alarm that says, "Don't eat all Dad's cinnamon bears." So anyways, it wasn't too hard. It wasn't too hard. It was pretty easy. Pretty happy with it. Now I got to do it like 4 more times. Demo should show someone taking your Amazon shipment as fast as they can and see if they can get the face clearly. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if it will be. Does it get hot? That one gets warm, John. It definitely gets warm, but it's not. I don't think so far it hasn't been a problem. That particular board comes with a heat sink. So I think that is going to help cool it off. Am I going to use it for my main door? I do think I am going to use one of these as the main doorbell door. Oh, good. Kids are home. Come on in. Oh, are you ringing the doorbell?
Ding dong. Someone is at the office door. Ding dong. Someone is at the office door.
Hey, Jackson, come on in. Hey, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's going good.
That's my big Jackson. You just get home.
Yeah.
Good. Looking good. What's up? Anything going on now?
Pick up Dawson.
Oh, yeah. And Grace, too.
Mom's speaking of Grace.
Oh, she is. So she'll be home. Okay, cool. That was fun. You just gave them a perfect demo.
Sweet. Were you just talking about it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So does it get hot? Yeah. When it's not been disabling the camera, when it's not actively recording, it makes the heat much better. There you go. Rob's got the answer. Yeah. I think it goes into, I don't know how long the interval is before it goes into sort of its lower capturing mode of images, but it does go into a different mode. And when you're not looking at the feed, when somebody's not asking for the feed, then it doesn't get very hot. It really doesn't. And even with that heat sink on there, even with the getting a live feed, it's been decent. Just give it some air, make some. I think Jackson is part bear. I do too, John. Hey, John, how's it going? He is part bear. He's part ogre. He's Shrek. How would you make it waterproof? I just put it behind something. I'd put it in. I think what I might do is, there's the way my doorbell is. It's a switch box, right? It's a little junction box, and then it's got the cover over the front of it, which is metal, in my case, and then it's got the little doorbell button that you push. So what I was thinking I might do is make something clear, get something clear that will go over that, maybe even just a fisheye kind of a lens that I could stick through that little hole where you would normally push the button, and then set it up so that the plate, that whole big plate, is the capacitive touch sensor. And then I would just put the camera and everything inside there. There's not a lot. I mean, we've got an overhang for our door as well, so our doorbell itself doesn't get wet, really. That's probably the case in most. But I think that would probably keep it pretty safe. It would be inside there. I could seal it with a little bit of silicone or something if I was really worried about it. Could not find the disable pin on your camera board. Which camera board do you have? All right, Miguel. Finally, we get to do some squirrels today. Yeehaw.
Here we go.
What do we got? Oh, yeah, sure. You bet, James. I will do that. Whoa. Oh, my gosh. Will, that is amazing. Will's just showing me this. We were talking 3D printing. Man, that looks good, dude. Gosh. Cool. So James asked if I would show some of my... Hey, Miguel, how's it going? James, can you please share the link of your Amcrest cameras? Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm getting squirreled. So let's do... Okay, so I can remember. Amcrest camera link. Amcrest camera link. What else? Oh, James asked about the drawing. How do I draw those things? So yeah, we can talk about those. Still waiting for your China mail to start your cam projects. Man, it took forever. It took forever for sure. Busy at work. That's okay, Ian. We're glad you're here, man. Which 3D printing? Oh yeah, Ender 3. Yeah. Alian, do you not have yours yet? Do we need to get you some more work? Because you need to get one of those, man. You really do. Yeah. I had a 3D printed case outside with a oh hi baby.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Sniffling?
Yeah.
Got a cold? What's up?
I just
came to say
came
hi.
to say hi.
Hi, we're streaming. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the cameras first. Oh, so this was interesting for what it's worth. The this is the camera that you see out there, the doorbell one. This is the one that gets hot. This is the M5 stack. It does have, it says here it's got a limited RAM, and I think that might be right here. See, it says 520 KB internal SRAM. Some of these others have like 8 megabytes. So that's why this one's getting hot, is my understanding. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's wrong. But it is definitely why it says right here, at least, that it's limited in its resolution to 800 by 600. These other cameras should be able to get 1600 by 1200 images. So, oh, look at Paul's Groot. Wow. Paul's just showing you up, Will. Now, golly, Paul, that is amazing. So are you, goodness sakes. Now, did you print this with wood filament? I want to print stuff with wood filament because I think it would smell really good. Dang, that looks amazing. How long did it take you to print this? How long did that take you, Paul? Anyways, I was going to say, I was really impressed that this camera was $19 on Amazon. And from Banggood, it was $14, plus it's like $3 shipping. So, anyways, all right. So you guys want to see? Somebody asked for my Amcrest. Which Amcrest cameras? Oh. These ones. I like these cameras. All right. And then, so we wanted to see, James was asking, and I know James has got his 3D printer, right? Jay After Dark. He's been just getting into 3D printing. So let's look at what I've done for my camera case. So I actually started, this pink one I found on Thingiverse after I was working on designing my own. But I still think I might continue making my own. So we'll look at, this is the M5 stack camera case. So there's a couple parts here. And then which part was this? Oh yeah, that was, never mind. So what I've got here, I made this outside part. We'll make this part go away. This part here is what the camera slides in. Now, I made it like this so that I could print it standing on its head. Oops. Like that. So I could print it like this without needing any supports or anything. So this is actually the bottom, the way I printed it. And the printer is able to span these gaps well enough that you don't need support material inside here. And then it makes it really nice, nice and smooth on the sides, and you just slide the camera up in there. Then this other part that I made initially I had just a cap on the bottom, and that was fine, but I didn't plan on any way to actually fasten it to the wall. So once I figured out where I wanted to mount it, then I added this piece here to be able to fasten it to the wall. And it's all about just, like you got to get out your, I don't have my calipers here, but you just get out the calipers and you start measuring. And then, we've kind of gone through this before a little bit. We've talked about some 3D printing stuff before, but essentially you make a 2D sketch. So you draw a sketch. Select a plane, whatever. You just pick bottom. Okay, and then you draw a sketch. So say we wanted to make a new box, and then it lets you say how big you want the box to be. And then typically I'll expand the walls out a little bit, usually maybe something like 2 millimeters or something. We'll go 1.5 this time just to make it easy. And then you do extrude, and it makes the walls like that. So that's some basic stuff. And then it's really just about sketching. It's about making sketches and extruding. So sketch a circle, extrude, and in this case, I want to remove that, what I sketched. Now there's a hole through the box. So sketch, extrude, that's like 90% of what I use. Sketch, extrude, over and over again. Okay, so now it looks like my Restream chat is frozen. I'm betting it is, because I'm not seeing anybody saying anything like, we can't see, your head's in the way, or any of that stuff. Yeah, hooray! Chat is waiting for new messages. Hi. Yep. Chat is frozen. Chat. So now I can just talk about whatever I want. So this is how I was starting this TT Go camera. So sometimes it's a little tricky to really, oh, there we go. We're back. And we're back. Good. Thank you, guys. So sometimes it's a little tricky to measure things out and get them right the first time. So like this is going to be the face of this. And so I printed it, or I drew it out, and then I just made it like a 1 millimeter thick plate, and then printed it out so that I could then lay it onto the camera module and make sure that it lines up right. And it turned out in this particular case that probably this circle, the circle that I have for the PIR sensor, I made it too small. And the camera one is probably too big. So I need to make this one a little bit smaller and this one a little bit bigger, or the other way around. No, that's right. This one a little smaller, this one a little bigger, so it would fit. Thanks, John. All right. Lulzbot, yes. Man, Paul is the master with the Lulzbot. He helped walk me through getting switching back to my other extruder the other day. So thank you again, Paul, for that. So I really, really enjoy making parts. I like making parts, 3D printing parts. I love getting in here. If I don't want to do something else, like I don't want to mow the lawn or whatever. if there's something that I want to do that I don't want to do, or is there something that I have to do that I don't want to do and I want to hide somewhere, I will hide by going into Onshape and making some new part. It's so fun. It really is fun for me, even if it's not very useful sometimes. I'll spend hours making a part, and print it out and then decide, oh, I should have just done something different and just abandon it. But anyways, it's really cool. And Thingiverse, if you don't want to design your own parts, then yeah, Thingiverse is a great place to get them. Which camera module is this for, though? Okay, this one is for the ESP cam. So this one must be for this guy. That one's for this, the AI Thinker. That one's for the AI Thinker module. Because I actually printed this one out when I was, I saw it and I was like, okay, great. And I printed it out when all I had was the M5 stack, and it didn't fit. Need to get a 3D printer. That's right. See, Randy, you got to buy a 3D printer just so you can have a case for your $12 camera. For the touch thingy, why don't you use those cheap touch sensors? It's already got it built in, Alian. Like you don't need those touch sensors. They have the circuitry, you know, and you set a GPIO pin to be a switch on and off, and it kind of switches on and off. With the did you catch that part at the beginning, or did I not talk about that at the beginning? Maybe I didn't talk about that. I was talking to myself about it because I was filming for the video. But the way that those the way that this touch modules thing works right here, you should go check out this page. This will explain to you what it does, and it's really pretty awesome. And not just for these camera modules, any ESP32 module can do this. And so it's almost like, well, why would we not use this on every ESP32 module? The same kind of thing goes for the Bluetooth. Although I don't know about doing Bluetooth and Wi-Fi at the same time. I think there's a problem with that, right? I think that's still a problem. But all these boards have Bluetooth. So you could possibly do, you know, that kind of presence detection thing. If you've got these, what I'm going to end up with is probably 4 or 5 of these things around the house as little doorbells inside the house for the kids' bedrooms, our bedrooms, stuff like that. So if somebody wants to come in, they can ring the doorbell. You can see who it is, and then decide if you want to let them in or not. But what that's going to do then is also going to mean that I'll have little Bluetooth sensors around that can detect other Bluetooth devices and how far away they are. So now we start getting to that room level presence detection where we know in the house where people are, because this thing will be able to connect to their phone or something like that. That problem has been fixed. It's not a big deal anymore. Yes. Okay, so good. So we can do Wi-Fi and Bluetooth at the same time. Fantastic. And then here's the somebody was just sharing the link for, who was that? Will, thank you, for the Ender 3. If I had the time, I would get one of these just to tinker with, because it's just they're so cheap and so many people are getting them, and they've been working great. So yeah, I mean, we're to the point now in 3D printing where this is a legitimate 3D printer. A few years ago, somebody said they had a $100 or $200 3D printer. It was kind of going to be, you know, garbage, maybe a fire hazard, maybe both. Going to take a ridiculous amount of tinkering. Maybe it was never going to be able to really make quality prints. There's plenty of people with these Ender 3s that are making really good prints. And what you start at $200, and then a lot of the stuff you can print, you can use the printer to print modifications that make improvements. So this is a good one. No doubt. So anyways, Alian, so the point here is what you do is you set it up to be a touch sensor. You pick a pin, you pick a GPIO pin from this list. Hopefully you've got access to these somewhere on the board you're using. And then when you set this to true and load the sketch and fire up the board, you'll start seeing these numbers like this. Then you press that, you connect a wire to the GPIO pin that you're using and you touch it. And it will change this value. It'll go from high to something lower. And then you have to pick a number in between there, and you set that as your threshold. And so what that does is anytime that value drops below that threshold, the switch will then say, okay, it's on, there's a touch. And that's how you get activation of whatever you want. So you don't need those little touch sensors. You don't need a touch mod, like it's there. All you need is, you don't even need 2 wires. It's not even like, power and ground or anything. It's just 1 wire out to some conductive material. You can't do plastic or paper or things like that. It has to be something conductive like metal. And then you touch your finger to it and it activates the switch. It's awesome. And it works really well. It's very reliable. Important note, the Ender 3D is open source. Awesome. Ender 3 Pro comes with a Meanwell power supply. It's the best way to go. The non-Pro is a generic power supply. There you go. Pretty awesome. Capacitive touch of the ESP32 is greatness. It's really cool. I was really happy with how easy it is, how well it works and how easy it is. The more I play with the ESP32s, Tony Lamont, who's not, I don't know if he's probably not here with us right now because he's on the other side of the world, but he's been talking about using ESP32s for a year. He sent me some sensors, and he's ahead of his time, that guy. And I think, in the next 6 to 9 months, we're all going to be just using ESP32s. Probably the 8266s that come in the devices that are cheap are great. But when you're doing a project that's going to be, sort of your own modifications of things and using an ESP32, they're almost the same price and they're just a ton more capable. Ooh, is this the one you got? That looks like a good one. These are all based on the same design. That's nice and big. So this is the one you got, huh, James? It's nice. You liking it? I think these are gonna be pretty. I bet you what makes them so stable is those rods look like they're, and it's so much less intrusive. That's awesome. So who was it? Zombu. I don't know if you guys have seen Zombu around in the chat. He showed me a picture of his house. The dude must have 20 3D printers. It is crazy. The model I have is the Taz 5, the Lulzbot Taz 5. Off-topic question. No such thing. Off-topic question. On your Proxmox Has.io, are you running MQTT add-on or is it a separate VM? I'm running the add-on. Tim. Yep. CNC Kitchen just did a live stream on that printer. It seemed nice. Oh, cool. What's better, Ender 3 or Anycubic? I've never heard of Anycubic. So, recently saw a video for FlashForge Adventurer 3 for a cheap entry level with an enclosure. Seemed interesting. Nice. Yeah, having an enclosure, I guess, would be a good thing. I thought about making an enclosure for mine a long time ago, but I just never did. I put it in a closet, and it's been perfect in there, so I'm not worried about it anymore. And it depends what you print. I know, because it's early there. How many squirrels so far? Not very many, Andrew. Not very many, but one more just since you arrived, because I was in the middle of something. I can't remember what now. I've been printing more with PLA than ABS. Initially, I was printing a lot of ABS. And it smells. ABS kind of smells toxic-y, kind of smells nasty. And PLA does not. So when it was smelling nastier, I was, squirrels needs to become a drinking game. Cool. So James said he was comparing the CR10S Pro with a bunch of people he was talking to, and they recommended that Sidewinder. This one. So that's cool. So this has got comparable. I like the little. It's really nice. Gosh, mine is. Mine's awesome too. But I like that. I like the way that they've got. So does that have a sensor that tells you when it's out of filament? That's cool. Oh, my wife's on her way home. Oh, that's early. Oh, I guess it's 3 p.m. Maybe it's not that early. ESP32 Cam is dark in a dark room. The built-in LED does help. Okay, good. So, the night vision on it hasn't been. I don't think the night vision on it's very good. I don't know that you're gonna. If you're. It's fun to say we're going to make doorbells out of these ESP32 cameras. You probably won't get the same quality that you would get out of something like a Ring. But you'll get, something. Might be okay. There'll be some things like that, like night vision, that you'd have to add. There's not anything on there that's going to do night vision very well. So if you wanted it to actually be your doorbell, there's going to be some things you'll probably want to add. The audio output is the same kind of thing too. Something that, you might not have out of the box. Porch light turns on ding dong, right? Let's do good job, band. Can you send a link? This one? Sure. No, you got a great point, band. Let's use what we have, right? So if it detects motion at the front door and it's dark, turn the porch lights on. Not only will you get a picture of the people that are potentially at the door, but it will turn the lights on, which will probably scare anybody away who happens to be sneaking to your door, if that's what they're doing. And you don't actually have to be home or awake or anything else. Genius, band. Thank you for reminding me to just use some sense and use what we've got, right? That's why I like the police lights on the outside of mine too. Ooh, what do you got here? What do you got here, Will? Ender 3, 8 pieces, all-in-one print upgrades. Oh, cool. So this is Will's Ender 3 upgrades. Printed some upgrades all at once on here. Man, that looks so good. You guys making me jealous. Make me jealous. I need to fine tune mine. You know what I've been? If you look, let's troubleshoot my 3D printing, fellas, for a minute. So here's a couple things that's happening. I think, can you see? Probably can't see. So part of this is because it's ABS, but you see how this is kind of smashed? There's like a curled edge right there. It's kind of smashed. I know it's focusing in and out, but there's kind of a curled edge and it's really, really flat. And it actually even peeled off. This white stuff is actually like some of the board, like the thing that I'm printing on. So I think what I've got here, the problem I've got is that my Z is too low. So I can raise that, that's fine. But I think the other problem might be that when you're printing with ABS, you have to heat that bed really high. And I think my bed is warping when it heats really high. I know it's not supposed to, but mine has a crack in it. So that's probably why. No, mine's not a brim. That's not a brim. No, when it prints a brim on purpose, it prints a big brim. This is just because it's that first layer. This thing it's adhered on there so tight. Even when I warm up the bed to 50, whatever, and let it get there. The bed might be a little too hot. I do think that the Z is too low, but I need to figure out how to compensate for that by compensate for the bed bending. Need an enclosure? Maybe that would be a good reason to have an enclosure. Yeah, maybe that would be a good reason to have an enclosure. It's just adhering so hard that it's, coming off the bed with stuff stuck to it. And the reason these edges are so rough is because it's just like dragging, that even the second layer is just dragging the first layer around. So have I leveled the extruder? Yeah, I did. I leveled it the other day. But I think what's happening, and it might be that I just can't print ABS until I replace the bed. My bed glass is cracked. And it's not a problem with PLA because you don't really heat the bed, maybe a little bit. But with ABS, you heat it a lot. And I think when it heats a lot, the glass starts to warp a little bit because it's got a crack. Wonder how it would look. It hit from some wet 2000. I could try that, Will. Yeah, I've got some. Maybe I should do that. I think this might be like some leftover glue from long ago, but it doesn't do this on my PLA parts. My PLA parts come out actually not great either, but when I do PLA, this was with the Moore extruder. Look how big those gaps are. This is with the Moore extruder, and that's my first layer. I like the Moore extruder because it prints fast, but yeah, that's not acceptable. That's why I had to switch back to try and print some of these. The Moore extruder is great for printing big parts really fast, but my first layer on the Moore extruder is just not coming out well at all. That looks awful. Yeah, it does. I concur 100%. This is how it looks. So, but this was the Moore extruder also. Yeah, this was the Moore extruder also. No expert. 72 hours into ownership. I have a ton to learn. Thanks for talking 3D printers and feeling excitement. Oh, I love it. I love 3D printing, man. It's awesome. That's nasty. I don't think this is the printer's fault as much as it's my not modifying it correctly, because that Groot that you saw, the brown Groot, could do better with a 3D pen. That Groot you saw is the same kind. Put a mirror over the top of your glass. Oh. Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Hi, good.
Got a baseball game soon?
Yeah.
Good. Getting some egg sandwich?
Yeah.
Hey, Whizbits, how's it going? So, yeah, this is the Morstruder, though. The Morstruder is a different monster, too. This is a 1.2 millimeter nozzle. So this is not, you know, a 0.5 or 0.3 like most people are using. This is a 1.2 millimeter nozzle. So it puts out a lot of filament, and it's really good for a lot of things. It's not good for fine detail, but it's better than that. I think this, you know, I'm doing something wrong on that first layer, and I don't know what. So I've got two separate problems, right? This is one extruder head, the Morstruder. This one is my standard extruder with a 0.5 millimeter nozzle. So this one, the problem is it looks like maybe I'm, you know, smashing it. That first layer is just not, it's too close to the bed. This one, maybe it's too far away. I don't know. What do you think? Same kind of PLA. A mirror is a really popular option as mirrors have to be flat for them to work as designed. Oh, I got you. Okay. Don't be lazy. Properly configure your printer. I know, I have been. You guys are getting after me, so now I gotta get on the ball, make some decent looking prints instead of my usual hack jobs. Looks like you 3D printed it with a pen with your bare hands. Yeah. But I didn't, so that was one benefit. Like I actually could get other things done while this was printing. But it does print good stuff. Like I don't want you to think that my printer is bad. So yeah, that first layer right there looks bad, but this whole big thing right here, this was all printed with the Morstruder, and I don't know how long this thing took to make, but it might have taken a half an hour or something. And they're really strong. I mean, this thing, you'd have a really hard time breaking this. So I like the Morstruder. I just need to fix the first layer on the Morstruder. And then for most things, it's going to be really useful. I really like the Morstruder for a lot of things. There's going to be some fine details, like you want a little bitty hole like that, you're going to have a different nozzle, you know, if you want really fine details. And any time that well, I don't know, maybe I could get that first layer to look better, but what are you guys saying about the pink one is too low in the Z and the black seems too high? Yeah, good. That's kind of confirming what I'm thinking, Colin. Okay, it's official. It's a Groot off. I could print the biggest one the fastest. Looks like you 3D print. Oh, yeah. Can adjust the first layer height. Is that an option for you? Probably. Let's look at it and see. Received your ESP32 camera today. Yay! Now time to play. That's this one, right? Is that the one that everybody... Let's see, which one did we decide? That was the ESPi camera. This one, right? And I think what was making this one cool was it has a microphone right there. It's got... What else? Gosh, is that it? It's not like it's all of its redeeming qualities as a microphone. I don't know what else this one has on it, honestly. It's got a boot button. It's got a reset button. Looks like it's got a couple of pins over here. Maybe you could tie into for different things. I mean, if you can get a touch sensor on it, that's super cool. But I think this one, I was wanting to do this one as a battery pack one, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I might have to use one of these others as a battery pack one. Anyways, trying to get a battery one that works with a battery pack. So let's look at the first layer, and then we'll get going because my kids are all coming home. I'd like the ESPi. It has PS RAM as well compared to the ESP cams. A lot more expensive though. Yeah. Not great facial detection. None of them are any good facial detection. And I think that's as much a factor of the ESP Who software, which is kind of the only game in town as far as that goes, it seems to me. And it runs on these ESP32 chips. So it probably just needs a little bit more hardware work to be really effective. So yeah, I used which one did I use it on? The ESPi? Yeah, this was the one. I did the facial recognition on that ESPi, and it did not facially recognize anything very well at all. But this one was cool. This one is very, oops, back to this. Getting squirreled again. This one I like a lot because of that screen. That screen is really cool. But right now it doesn't do anything because I've flashed it with the different firmware. And the can't get it to give me the right image, but how much horsepower? Good question. Hask. Ooh, what's this? What do we got here, Mr. Frank? Oh, circadian lighting. Oh, home assistant component. Dude. Slowly synchronizes your color changing lights with regularly natural. Oh, that is awesome. So it's a custom component, circadian lighting. And then these just need to be lights that have different whites, right? Or any RGB. List of light entities which should be set in RGB. Should be set in XY. Dude, that is cool, man. That's awesome. Thanks, Frank. Oh, the camera's in the way. Dang it. That's what happens when I don't look at the stream very much. Anyways, this is what I've been oohing and awing about, the circadian lighting component. Very cool. Who made this? Clayton. Awesome. Nice work, Clayton. That is just a beautiful picture right there. That's really cool. I like that idea. That's fun. Did you guys check that out? This is going to be off-topic custom component install. Oh, how to do a custom component install? Yeah. Usually it will tell you here in whichever component. So install custom component file using the custom component or manually. So here it'll give you manual instructions. You need to go to this. You should have a config folder already. If you don't already have a custom components folder, you need to make one. And then you need to make a folder called Circadian Lighting. And then you put all of these into that Circadian Lighting folder. There is this custom updater, and I've been just started to use it. So, but anyways, you can kind of go through these instructions here as well to do that if you want to. If you're not using very many, it doesn't matter very much. I'm back. Mamma Mia. Here we go. Again has finished. Oh, Mamma Mia. So yeah, you copy those into the right place. After installing the files, you still need to enable the circadian lighting configuration with these instructions. That was where we started. So you need to have then this and this in your configuration.yaml, and then that's it. That should be it. So a custom component, all these custom components, all these guys do at least an adequate job. Most of the time, that's very good, and it's very simple to follow how you install it. But this is the basics of it: is you need to put these Python scripts into the correct folder, which is a subfolder of your config and custom components. So there you go. Yeah, well, this is the new way, Paul. I'm pretty sure. Isn't this this is the new way? It used to be it would be config, custom components, and then like switch, and then under that it would be circadian lighting.py, and it switched to be circadian lighting and then sensor.py. That's how I understand it. What do we got here? Flux. Oh, this is the color changing stuff, changing the color temperature stuff. So I've got my girls want, they use a Dream light, and it's been on the fritz. It's like a $20 light that we bought like 5 years ago. And so they've been saying, Daddy, we need a new Dream light. Can you make us a new Dream light with some of your LEDs? So of course, I mean, my girls ask me for something. Of course, I'm going to say yes. I'll do whatever they want. So, anyways, that's now working its way up the priority list, is creating a little Dream light. I'm sure I'll use a D1 Mini and a D1 Mini and some LEDs and I don't know which sketch I'll use and how we'll do that exactly, but we'll get that going for the girls. I'm starting to get hoarse. Uh-oh. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Okay, one question. Do you usually upgrade your HAS-IO to the to the newest version right away. Do you guys want to answer that for him? Gus is asking, does the doc update his HAS-IO to the latest right away? There's my kids in the kitchen, eating pretzels, watching me on TV, I hope. Probably not, though. I'll answer the question for you. Here we go. Jenny, you know what? Your sketch is going to be perfect. I was thinking about that. Yeah, I think your sketch is going to be the one to use. Still developing. Awesome. All right, let's see. So here we go to HAS-IO. And no, I do not update to the latest. Oh, it's even 92.2. It was 92.1 yesterday. Dad or cartoons? Yeah, they're probably watching somebody else on YouTube, not Dad. I eventually update every time, but I don't update right away every time. I usually wait until there's something that I really want, and I always check to see what breaking changes there are. Always. So if I don't remember why I haven't updated yet. More than anything, it's probably just because I was occupied doing other things and there wasn't anything that was like major. So, but yeah, so I always go check the release notes. And so this I'm actually excited about. And it's just, it started with 0.9, but it's getting better and adding more things. But this whole streaming thing, I haven't tried yet. So that's one of the good reasons to get to 92 is to be able to do this camera view live thing, which I haven't done yet. But yeah, I always watch these improvements on stuff. Don't create connections between sensors, Genius Hub, Natamo, dynamic groups, yeah. Tracar. Ooh, power control bug. Oh, awesome. All right, James. Yay, James. We've been waiting for you so we could play this. Yeehaw! Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm busy printing 3D cam enclosures. Yep, when I don't want to do something else. I have to go. Dog needs a wee. See you later, Greg. Don't let that happen in the house for sure. The live camera stream stuff doesn't work that great. Loads infinitely without showing even a picture. At least for you. You know what, Fabian? When I first tried it, that's what I saw as well. And I haven't gone back to it since. I've been too occupied with other things to get into those. We had the Wyze thing. I was still working on blinds. Now I've got these doorbells to do. So I haven't really tackled that and tried to get inside and understand it yet, but I will pretty soon. Followed your VM, so now running on PC. It's awesome. What's the best way to back up externally? You want to back up Home Assistant externally, Mr. Fixer? I would definitely recommend the Google. This will be the last thing, and then we'll go for the day. All right, guys. The Google Drive backup Home Assistant add-on. Let's see if all that gets there. I should have just looked at my configuration. So this fella, I think it's him. Sabichin. Yeah, here we go. This Google Drive backup is the way to go. It's an add-on. It's not official and it's not one of Frank's, but it's very good. You go through adding an add-on just like you would do. He gives you instructions here, but you have to add this repository as a new repository URL, and then it gives you this option, and you install it, and it gives you, there's not very much that you have to configure. It's pretty simple. There are a few things that you have to do. You have to set up a folder in, I can't show you because then it would show you my links, and if I show you my actual folder links, then everybody could have access to my folder, which I trust all of you guys, but you never know who might watch a video and whatever. Anyways, you know how it goes. Me and passwords, right? No good. So, but anyways, what you do is you just you set up a Google Drive folder, and then the Google Drive folder, at the end of the folder, there's a big long code of just mumbo jumbo. That's the specific code for that folder. So you need to put that code into the configuration box here when you do the configuration. This looks more complicated than it is. It isn't that complicated. These are all optional things that you can mess with. You don't have to do any of those things. These are all options. You don't need that. You just need this part here. So you grab that Google folder thing, you put that into the configuration, and then he's got, once you get it set up, there's a little box that says Open Web UI, just like every other add-on. You open that Web UI, and it gives you, let me pull this off the screen and see if I can just show you some stuff without giving you my backup folder thing. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, so then when you have this, you go to Open Web UI, and then it gives you this little box, and all you have to do, you click Authorize, and that just says it connects to Google Drive. You have to then log into your Google Drive, and then it will give you a code. You grab that code and you paste that code here, and that's how you link it to your Google Drive. And then it's just a few settings of like how many copies do you want to keep on your Google Drive. Here, we can look at it. No, we can't. Anyways, you can look at how many copies you want to keep on your Google Drive and how many copies you want to keep on your Home Assistant drive. And then he does show you how to set up I believe he does show you how to set up an automation to get it to back up. Because you do want to do that too. You want to set up an automation to get it to back up. Remember now where it is. Maybe panel iframe. No, here. He does show you here and how to make a snapshot and how to get it to back up. It runs this command called, let's see, is that it? I don't remember where it went. Anyways, it's all there. Did yours last night. Must change the setup. Oh, really? 2 different add-ons? What? Is there a different one? Awesome List Google Drive one. Is that different? Let's look at the Awesome List. How was your day, buddy? Oh, it is a different one. Oh, maybe this was the one. Oh, sorry. The one I was showing you was the one, not the one I'm using. This was the one that I use. But yeah, this is the one I use. Good catch, guys. Good catch. Oh, man. Good catch. Anyways, this one is the one that I use. Isn't that something? I didn't know that this was another one. I wonder how old this is. Oh, this is brand new. Oh, really? Interesting. This one's different. Okay, so maybe this is the one to use instead. Interesting. March 27th. Yeah, this is brand new. Huh. Okay. Well, we've got options now. Good topic for a straightforward how-to video. Backups whenever. Yeah. Yep, that's for sure. That's for sure. Okay. The new one's awesome. Yeah, there you go. Anyways, now you've got 2. Yeah, this one has more of a UI, doesn't it? This one's got a bit of a, it's got this thing up here. Well, how come, where is that then? If we go to Home Assistant, My Home Assistant, and we go to the add-ons, is that, because that looked like that was official. Wasn't that official? Maybe not. Oh, here's his repository. Google Drive backups. Isn't that something? Backed up. Start. Log into the web page. User Home Assistant username and password. Follow instructions on the screen. Link your add-on account. Temperamental with the add-on. Still under development. You should be redirected automatically. Cool. Well, there you go. Unfortunately, living in movement means she... What? That's the one. It's fantastic. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to... You know what? I just spent a bunch of time yesterday. You know what I think happened? I think I saw a... And maybe it was because of Frank. Maybe I saw... Did you post something about this? Did you like tweet this one, Frank? So this one's brand new, right? It's only been out less than a month. And that I think I saw like a Twitter tweet post about this because I saw Google Drive Backup and I thought, oh, that looks like it's the official. It looks like an official one. And so I went looking for it as an official one. Didn't find it. Then I went back to the one that I had started using before, tinkered with it and got it working. But I think what got me thinking about it was this new one. How about that? Video on setting up the backups. It looks like that is a popular request. Today's topic, watch this to help you dial in your larger nozzle. Oh, thank you, Stonewallace. Thank you, Will. All right. Fellas, my throat's starting to hurt. I'm going to spend a few minutes with the kiddies. Anything else? Let's do one last topic or something, and then we're going to head out. Should we do stickers? I'm so behind on stickers right now.
We should have everyone come for stickers. Or is it just me?
Oh, no, we should tell everybody. Why don't you go tell the kids it's time for sign-off?
Okay.
Which one, Steve says? Stickers. Okay. Stickers. Today's your day, Tim. Today's your day. Maybe a mic that detects how much yelling for a period of time. What are you talking about, Steve? I missed something up there.
Ding dong. Someone is at the office door.
Hello.
I just rang the door.
Yes, we know you did. We heard it.
I love ringing the door.
There's Holly when she rang the doorbell. So fun. The doorbell's working pretty good, guys. I got to say.
I love it. It's my favorite. Kiss cam?
Holly has fun. Kiss cam, yeah, because it's pointed at the couch downstairs.
Oh, Zoe's coming up?
Yep, Zoe's coming up.
Hi.
Do you guys see this? This doorbell here? Where do you suppose I'm going to put this one?
In the girls' room. Front door. Girls' room.
Girls' room.
Yes.
The pink one.
Yes. What does it do?
It does the same. Oh, did you not see it, Zoe?
No.
So that thing out by my door.
I'll do it.
Okay, Holly's going to show you. So,
Dad, lock the door.
just close it and see if it's locked. Is it locked?
I got it.
Okay. Holly's outside. She's locked out. Go ahead, Holly. Ring the doorbell.
Ding dong. Someone is at the office door.
So now I can open this and I can unlock the door. There it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Holly's in 3 cameras at once. Oh, with his wife's alarm. Thomas, I can't wait. That needs more explanation. What is a wife's alarm? Like, is that when she's coming? Is that when she's angry? Is that when she's at the store? Like, what kind of alarm is that? I used to have it set up so that when my wife went to like Costco, I would get a notification on my phone that said, "Hey, lock down the credit card. Mom's at Costco." Your house has more cameras than Big Brother. Yeah, and you know what? And I've got cameras that I don't even have set up yet. I have 4 cameras that I don't even have set up yet.
Wait, what's that couch? Is that downstairs?
Yeah, that's
it's
the Kiss Cam. That's the one in the theater room. We need to keep
the Kiss
this
Cam. You named it the Kiss Cam.
for you, buddy.
Thanks, bro.
We need to shut this door so I can see a little better. Okay. All right, where are we at on stickers? 40 people, 40 eligibles. All right, give you guys another minute. Awesome stickers. Look, I got the whole... Oh, we're missing Gracie's, the only one we don't have here.
Yeah,
Huh?
I
See
think
that
she's...
thing?
With the thing.
Oh,
With the thing?
Doing the thing.
I'm sorry, Steve. So she needs some help, huh? So you have an alarm so that when she moves or something, you can help her. We should figure out how to make that happen for you.
Yeah.
Geofencing the credit cards. That's pretty much it, Whizbits. That's pretty much it.
Mine's like this, and she's like...
We need Jackson, take a step back so we can see your head.
Today's
And
Snow
then,
Oasis opened.
Today's Snow Oasis open?
Yeah, can we go to it?
Oh boy.
Please, Daddy, I love Snow Oasis.
I have a baseball game pretty soon.
Get
So.
in the mix.
Okay, should we? What if we go right now? What's going to be like? Is there going to be a big long line? What time are we supposed to pick up
There
Grace?
wasn't a line when it was like 2:55.
5 o'clock. Mom's picking her up at 5 o'clock.
Oh,
It opened at 3 and...
if we go to Snow Oasis without her, well, that's fine as long as you let me take her to Snow Oasis later.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, are we ready? Are we ready? Who wants to do the drum roll? It's time for stickers. Let's do it.
I haven't done it. I've never done it.
Okay, let's let some new people do
Okay,
it.
I'll do the next
You do the next one. Okay, drum roll. Come on. Ouch! Nigel! Yes! Yes!
I don't know how to say it.
Nigel Holland. All right, man. Congratulations. You won. All right, let's do another one. Whose turn is it now? Holly, it's your turn. Okay,
Tell me when to.
go ahead. Tibor. Oh, hey, cool. Tibor, didn't you say hi from Hungary? And you gave me some money? That's awesome.
Give us some money.
I'm pretty sure.
Give me money.
I'm pretty sure I saw that name with a little donation earlier today, so that's cool. I don't have it set to make donations give you a higher likelihood of winning stickers, I promise. If I do, I don't know how I did it. All right, I got to write these names down though because I'm already behind on stickers. So Tibor and Nigel. I know Nigel well. All right, guys. Hey, that was awesome. So now Gracie always says we have to do, or you guys were saying we have to do a
voice.
different sign off. How can we do it today?
How about we do
it like, Joey, thanks for watching.
We do it like an annoying cartoon person?
Yes!
Okay, but we can't do it too loud. Don't be too loud because the microphone is still sensitive. Okay, let's see. Hold on. We got some people binging at me here. Let me make sure these aren't terribly important things. Oh, there's the Groot head. Groot head just finished. Oh, man, that looks awesome. Joke for the day. What's brown and sticky? A stick. Super easy now. Dropbox. Oh, whoa. Oh, yeah, that's the one, Dinotech. Okay, great. That's the one we were just looking at. Just dropped. Okay, cool. All right. So what were we going to do? Okay, so we're going to do annoying cartoon voice sign off. All right? Ready? Okay.
Thanks for watching. Until next time.
The good news is we won't do that again. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for being here. Adios.